Okay, now we're going to take a little break in between football to focus on baseball. Now, Gary Sheffield, he was a prospect for the Milwaukee Brewers back in 1989, which was his rookie year, but he was a prospect in their farm system, I think, from 86, I think, or 87 to about 88. And then he just went straight to the pros in 89. Naturally, when you think of the 1989 MLB rookies that came out that year, Ken Griffey Jr. is first and foremost, but there were a lot of other great baseball players from that particular era, both on both sides of the plate. You know, pitchers too. Randy Johnson, of course, was, awesome. He didn't work too well with the Montreal Expos, but he made a name for himself with the Seattle Mariners, along with Ken Griffey Jr. So, now Gary Sheffield is the nephew of Dwight Gooden. Dwight Gooden was the main catalyst for me for collecting sports cards, especially baseball, because in the very beginning it was football and baseball. Eventually I graduated into basketball, sometime later. But on my first three major sports cards that I picked up for really starting collecting, taking it seriously, were Dwight Gooden's three key rookies in 1985. And that was his Topps, his Donruss, and his Fleer. And as they say after that, the rest was history. But let's get along to Gary Sheffield. Now, Gary Sheffield has been moving up in the Hall of Fame voting. He's getting closer and closer to enshrinement statistically, where you needed the max amount of votes for enshrinement. I mean, I think he's going to get in, because you can't ignore the fact he was just an incredible hitter. Little bit of a maybe not so friendly towards interviewers at the time. Nothing like Albert Bell. Oh boy, Albert Bell didn't like talking with anybody, especially the reporters. He was a very volatile personality. I thought he had Hall of Fame numbers, but then I recently looked at his overall statistics. Albert Bell is never going to get in the Hall of Fame because, he's got a lot on him that the box check means that, no, sorry, you're not getting in. So instead of getting check marks, he's getting an X name, because of his personality. Nothing against him as a hitter. Incredible hitter. I loved watching Albert Bell play. But he's got too much against him on the field and off the field. That's a whole different subject. But back to Gary Sheffield. All right. First and foremost, these are all graded cards. I'm not really big on buying graded cards all that much, but, if they're, okay, look at it this way. An SGC, if you wanted to take a raw card and submit it to them now, $75. I should have been on the PSA boat a long time ago when it was like $5 to submit a card. I didn't know. I wasn't really much into the grading. I just collect cards because I like cards. That's just how it is. I didn't know. I'm not going to put it in my bike spoke and around this like the 50s and 60s kids did. You put a 52 man on there. You idiot. No, nobody knew about that then. Of course not. But yeah, like I said, I've been picking them up now because it's like I do my due diligence. I'm a research fanatic when it comes to anything. I go to analytics of everything. That's my analytical mind. That's just what it is. Okay, now enough of the yakking. Let's start showing off the good stuff. This is coming from Malone, New York, from John. Thank you very much, John, because it's an awesome card. I mean, I got it for, I think it was like, I don't know. I'll find out when I open it up, and then I can tell you for sure. Sometimes I keep forgetting what I bought. No, I actually know what I got, for the most part. Okay, is this the one where, oh yeah, okay. I got this for $2. I'm not going to say no to $2. This is a Beckett graded card, mind you. It is a 1989 score, Gary Sheffield. And it's Beckett graded 8, which which is near mint, which is fine with me. In this here material up here is when he played for the Florida Marlins, which would be sometime later, because Milwaukee was cheap. They weren't going to pay for his services once he became available for free agency. I mean, he had great number, you know, it's all about money to an extent. The further along you get as a baseball player. And he you know, they weren't going to pay him. The Florida Marlins were a brand new minted franchise that just popped up, you know, and so they had more dispensable cash than a long-standing established franchise like the Milwaukee Brewers. So, you know, Gary went his way. Of course, this is always cool because they put the subgrades on the back. You can tell this is an old school Beckett label. I mean, good Lord. Unlike what they look like now. So, like I said, got it for a couple bucks. Woohoo! Cool. I mean, because the raw version of this, I got plenty of those. All right, one down and quite a few more to go. All right, well, this is another one that's, this particular product is 1989 Donruss, which is notorious for high grades because it's black borders all around. The most classic example is the 1971 Topps. That is the hardest set of baseball to get high grades of because it's nearly impossible. I mean, a PSA graded 10 of, let's say, a Roberto Clemente from 71 Topps. Woo, bonkers. Thurman Munson's, that's considered one of his most iconic sports cards. His rookie was, the year before, was shared by another player. This was his first appearance by himself. There's a guy sliding in. It's got a dramatic, you're out, buddy. He got him at first, you know. Oof, I mean, he got him at home plate. You're out. And it's a very expensive card. But getting back on track, the 1989 Donruss Gary Sheffield. This is coming from Pinecrest, Florida, from Mike. Thank you very much, Mike. Because a 10 is really expensive for this card. It's actually not cheap. But $300? So, yeah. Nothing like Ken Griffey Jr., which, whew, that's a whole different story. Oh, look, it's inside of a package of a package. All right. And, oh, it's in one of those little tea bags and everything. It is a PSA graded 9, Gary Sheffield. That's his main rookie for Donruss. He does have sub-rookies. I mean, during this time, they had little box sets. It's called 1989 Donruss The Rookies. It's a little green box. If it comes up and it's reasonable, I might pick it up, but I'm just sticking to his core rookie cards. And as you can tell right there, that is cool looking there. A 9 is very solid, you know, and that's the back of it. I mean, I love it because, again, like the 89 score, I have quite a few extra loose signals, or aka raw cards, as they're called now these days. Go over here. So there's that one, and we are moving along. All right. Now this is the 1989 Bowman Tiffany Ken Griffey Jr. rookie. That is his creme of la creme. That is his key rookie, as opposed to the more iconic 1989 Upper Deck. Now that is iconic for so many levels because it really reintroduced everybody with more vigor and enthusiasm towards baseball cards and the sports cards in general. The 89 Upper Deck Ken Griffey Jr. is like the 1986 Fleer basketball Michael Jordan rookie. It is just a benchmark of excellence. But there are more of those in existence than there are of the 1989 Bowman Tiffany. That's why the Tiffany graded 9 or better of Ken Griffey Jr. is worth some bucks. I would love to have one, but it's not cheap. It's very expensive. So not really practical because I really don't collect Ken Griffey Jr., so that's okay. I'm good. This, of course, is Gary Sheffield's Bowman Tiffany, which I have 2 of. This is just one of the 2. And I was getting them for about 30 bucks. You know, for my 9, I think I paid, yeah, I think I paid almost $40 for a 9, so that's not too bad. I got this one for, I think, well, we'll find out here in a second, because let's see, no, it doesn't say, it just says thank you. All right. Ooh. Okay, let's see how we can do this. Oh, there we go. With my bionic finger, I just crack it open. Ooh, look at that. Oh, I know. Okay. Hey, that's cool. Awesome. Good job. And like I said, this is a these are older PSA graded slabs, because PSA has evolved their designs and everything. So I think older ones are cooler, because you know, you could crack them out and resubmit them, but I'm cool with that. And this is a near mint 8. There you go. Like I said, this is the old school label there. Very cool. And this is his 1989 Bowman Tiffany rookie. This would be considered his scarcest rookie, because you can look up the PSA report when you put in the title of a particular card, and it will tell you how many times it's been graded, like 4,632, and each subsequent will grade from 10 to 1. So, and it's awesome. I love it. So, like I said, I think I got this one for about 20 bucks. Cool. All right, and I'm gonna move along. All right. These all came. Oh, no. Okay. This one is another Topps Tiffany. Oh, no, this is the Topps Tiffany. Okay. Now, the Topps Tiffany is interesting in itself because of the fact that Bowman and Topps are the same company. So, but they made both products. Now, the Topps Tiffany, it's pretty hard to find above it. I mean, reasonably priced, I should say. You know, and you know, I got this one for just a little. Cost me a little bit more than the Bowman, because this one is more just flat out Topps. Is more iconic, anyways, because Topps has been around since 1948. So this is coming from Pearl City, Hawaii, from Nelson. Thank you very much, Hawaii. I do get mail from Hawaii from time to time. Because there's a couple sports card shops down in Hawaii that I see their stuff all the time. Definitely always curious to acquire that stuff. Let's see. Can I do it? Can I use my bionic hand? Oh, there we go. There's my bionics again. Kicking in. No. All right. And this is a more modern. Okay, see, now you look at the old school one there. Here in the middle, there's nothing there. That's how it was in the beginning. And as they evolved, they added their little logo up there. This, of course, is a PSA graded mint 8. Gary Sheffield, Topps Tiffany. There you go. Very cool. Here's the back of it. Yeah, I don't. You notice it's you know, the design difference is like one's brighter and this is a little bit darker, but basically they have essentially the same. You get more statistics on the back of the Bowman as you would versus Topps, and yeah, very cool. I love it. Nice card. All right, and then I got 2 of them for one seller. He had 3 high grade Gary Sheffield rookies, all in the same lot. I knew I wasn't going to win all 3 because this one here I couldn't get because somebody outbid me big time. So I was like, let's stick with the 2 because they were all PSA graded 9s. 9s go a little bit more. The higher the grade, the more expensive the card. Now this is coming from St. Peter, Montana, or Missouri, one of the 2. From Tony. Thank you very much, Tony. All right. Oh. All right. Thank you for the purchase. Oh, no, thank you, Tom. Okay. Each one's in a little individual thing. That's cool. All right. And the first one is another 89 Bowman Tiffany. This one, of course, is a PSA graded 9. So the only thing that could beat this 9 is a 10. But the higher you go, the more expensive it gets. So I was happy to get this one. I think I paid about $35 for this. Yeah, about 35 for the Bowman. I think it was 35, almost 40. But it goes for, if you get it at a 10, you're looking at several $100s. So it really makes that much of a difference. But now that grading is so expensive now for submitting anything, it's a bargain, because I think $25 just to have a card graded, you know, and that even that may not be more. That was before they shut down, because 12 million cards backlog. Crazy. So there's that one there. And this here is Fleer's version of a Tiffany product, but they wouldn't call it Tiffany, they called it glossy. They came in these oversized big metal tins. You know, you pop the tin open and there's all the cards inside. And this, of course, is a PSA graded 9 of Gary Sheffield's 1989 Fleer Tiffany. Or glossy, sorry. But yeah, it has basically the same aesthetics of a Tiffany, minus the, I don't know, the prestige, there you go, of a Tiffany. So there you go, PSA graded 9. Very nice. I mean, it's nice to have all these graded cards of Gary Sheffield. I mean, nice little stack there. You know, I'll get more of them as they present themselves reasonably priced. Okay, now we are done for the day. I will be doing, in the coming days, James Prochet and Devin Duvernay, because I have picked up some doozies. So stay tuned for those very soon. I'd like to welcome all my new subscribers, because my numbers have gone up since the last time I checked. I appreciate every single subscriber, both old and new. You guys are all awesome. I appreciate everyone. I really do. Okay? All right. So hopefully I'll get those done here, and then by a couple days from now, I will go ahead and do Duvernay and Prochet, respectively. I believe I'll just give you a guess, sneak peek here. Folks, that is all Devin Duvernay. Just a couple. James Prochet, not so much, because like I mentioned, I don't need every one of them. I got so many of them already. So, but hey, you never know. So stay tuned for those coming up in the next few days from now. Okay, bye for now.